You're listening to the Limitless Broadcasting Network.
All it takes is faith and trust. Oh, and something I forgot. Dust. Just a little bit of pixie dust.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Turn to page 394.
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Welcome, Pixie Dusters. We're your favorite hosts. I'm Sammy.
And I'm Ashley. Welcome to the Pixie Dust Twins podcast featuring Dan.
Hello. I like that one.
And we are produced by Limitless Broadcasting.
Please go check out all of our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube after the show.
Yes. I am so excited.
This is going to be a fun episode.
It is going to be a fun episode. I cannot wait to hear all the different things and for us to discuss some things at the end. So listeners, because I haven't said what we're doing yet.
Yes.
We decided that it would be really fun at the beginning of the series to talk about what we feel like our wizarding world would look like if, we got our letter. But no, dumb Voldemort destroyed our records and we never got to go.
Yep, never made it.
We had to make our way on our own.
Like if this was real, we really we would have been screwed. So actually no, we were in America, so we probably would have went to the American one.
I'm sure.
So we probably would have been fine, but we'd rather go to Hogwarts.
We want to go to Hogwarts. Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna go through each person and talk about what some different things are. Like I think we all decided we want to go to Hogwarts. I put an option for school just in case. Like Dan, I didn't know if you'd want to go to like the Dungstrom one with all the and the fires and the I don't know.
Wait, is that the American one or is that a different
one?
one?
That's
the Victor
Bulgarian
Crumb's.
one.
Yeah, Victor Crumb's.
Crumb.
Knowing me, I actually probably would consider that as an option, but y'all would be at Hogwarts, so I'd be sad.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
We would be because I don't want to go to.
No, I don't want to go to. I feel like Dunstrom is a all-male school.
I think it is actually. Yeah, we're probably not allowed in.
The French one, I believe, was an all-female school.
That's right. It was.
Deal with that drama.
So I wouldn't go there either.
No, I'm good. Too many dudes. Too many guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of testosterone.
So some.
I mean, I love a good machismo as much as the next guy, but
So some of this is off of when I did the quizzes, it was Pottermore. Now it is wizardingworld.com. So we I believe, did you get your house from that quiz too, or did you just
me?
Or did you choose what house you wanted to be?
I took the quiz a long time ago, so I used the results for that. And the reason I did that is because I did it with zero Harry Potter knowledge. So I was about as unbiased as you could get.
Even better.
Yeah.
Well, and what's funny is mine, we'll get to it, but when I was doing the quiz, I thought mine was going to end up being something else. So the result that I got was like, wait a second, I didn't choose answers that go along with that. How did that come up? So I was very shocked that I got the house that I got. But we'll get there. So, okay, how do we want to do this? Do we? I should.
That was my question to you.
Do we want to just go down the list, or do we want to each go through all three of us answer the same one as we go, so we can discuss?
Maybe we should do like each one
like that. Okay.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Yeah.
Okay. So we've all decided we all want to be at Hogwarts together. So perfect. So our house. What do you think, or what did the sorting hat sort you into? Dan, what was yours?
Mine was Slytherin.
Of course.
And as I mentioned before, I took this with a friend, and I had zero knowledge of this whole thing. So the biggest thing was like, you do what you can to win, your determination, that whole thing. I was like, yeah, okay, I could see that.
I
At the
can see that.
time, I was definitely in a much darker place, so I probably would have been more Slytherin-y. As of now, I'm probably more of the I'm one of the good ones. I'm one of the good Slytherins.
That's fair. They get a bad rap, and it's not fair.
They really do. They
Yeah.
really do. Hashtag not all Slytherins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ambitious, cunningness, heritage, and resourcefulness.
Yep.
Very true.
The problem with Slytherin was evil. Like the actual Slytherin guy was not a nice person.
Exactly.
He was very dark arts.
Yes, and he was like, we need the purebloods, and it was racist.
Very
also.
Hitlerish.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So that's why I think they get a bad rap. But I think there
That's
are
fair.
a lot of good Slytherins out there.
I agree.
Well, wasn't it
Slytherins.
what Moody? Wasn't he a Slytherin, or who was somebody was a Slytherin?
I wouldn't be surprised. if
Slughorn
he
was a Slytherin.
Slughorn, that's what it was.
Yes.
He is very ambitious. Dear Lord.
I
His
love
wall of
Slughorn.
people.
I love him. He's ridiculous.
He is ridiculous.
Okay.
Sammy.
Ravenclaw, which I expected, so I was not surprised.
Yeah. Ravenclaw, again, if you guys don't know, intelligence, knowledge, planning ahead, and wit. And yes, she's very witty.
Yes. Thank you.
Sometimes too witty. I want to smack her.
Wow. Okay. So what's yours, if we can't tell, with the rudeness?
Mine is Gryffindor. And I was shocked because Gryffindor is bravery, helping others, and chivalry. So I get the helping others. I'm very much a helping others person. But I honestly thought I was going to be Hufflepuff. Because Hufflepuff is hardworking, patient, loyalty, and fair play. And that's all me.
Well, you're a mix,
So,
right? Most of us are mixed.
Yeah.
You know.
So apparently I am a Gryffindor with a Hufflepuff wing.
I could see the bravery, though. I mean, because that's not just like some, Harry Potter nonsense where he's like, let me just go get
Going
myself
after
into the
evil.
middle of everything. But, it's like they said, like Neville fit because he stood up to his friends and he was passionate about what he believed in. And I would say that's you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're going to stick up for what you believe in, even if it's not the popular choice.
That's true. I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I am Gryffindor at heart. But yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. So we'd be at the same school. We'd be all in different houses, which makes me sad.
Friends. It's
because
okay.
I wish we could be roommates.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
It's the only thing.
Yeah, they don't let you
I
intermix.
don't. So it's funny because I really wonder, because if you look at these long tables, they really don't have that many students. Like if you look, there's only like 5 of them in Harry's little dorm of boys. So it's actually like a very like tight-knit small school.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, private school kind of makes sense. It's like
True.
smaller community.
True. I wonder if there's like public wizarding schools.
You
I'm
didn't
sure
get
there are
into
somewhere.
Hogwarts. You got to go to this
You
other
didn't
one.
get your letter, so you got to go here. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Gotta wonder what those people are like too. Just free-spirited magic users.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people who just get big on Instagram and then just like teach people about like alchemy or something.
I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah.
All right, our wands. So if you went to Ollivander's, Dan, what wand would choose you?
Where are we at? I wrote it down. I did write it down.
I know I'm looking at it.
Number 3.
All right, there we go. Larchwood. So I got the description in here somewhere.
Okay.
What did
I
I
did
do?
not. Where's my description?
I should pull it up too. That's a good point.
You copy and pasted your.
No, I copy and pasted a different one than what
Oh,
Wizarding
the
World
one you
gave me.
bought?
Yes, because I liked it better.
All right. I won't read the whole thing. I'll just skim it because it's kind of long. But Larchwood, strong, durable, and warm in color. Larch has been valued as an attractive and powerful wand wood. Its reputation for instilling courage and confidence in the user has ensured that demand has always outstripped supply. This much sought-after wand, however, hard to please in the matter of ideal owners and trickier to handle than many imagine. I find that it always creates wands of hidden talents and unexpected effects, which likewise describes the master who deserves it.
Oh.
It is often the
Okay.
case.
I have that too, just so
I
you
was
know.
gonna say Ashley has
Oh,
the
okay.
same wood, so yeah,
Nice.
that's fun. Okay.
The core is a phoenix core, which is the rarest type of core. Phoenix feathers are capable of the greatest range of magic, though they may take longer than either unicorn or dragon core to reveal this. So that's pretty cool. There's more, but again,
Yeah.
12 and a half inches in length. So, yeah, I don't really know much about what that means or anything.
Nah.
I don't either.
I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't. And then it's slightly springy and flexible, which denotes a degree of adaptability and willingness to change based on the wand owner. So, yeah, I consider myself fairly adaptable.
Okay.
So that kind of fits.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So my Wizarding World wand was a silver lime wood with a unicorn core, 10 and a fourth inches, slightly yielding flexibility, which is okay. But like when you look at the description on silver lime wood, honestly, it mostly just talks about what it looks like. And I was like, okay, what is this? This doesn't explain anything to me. And then it says it had a reputation back in the day for performing best for seers and those basically if you were good at like mind magic. And I was like, I don't really care about this. Sorry, Wizarding World. So I was kind of like about the whole thing. The unicorn core, though, that description is unicorn hair generally produces the most consistent magic and is least subject to fluctuations and blockage. Wands with unicorn cores are generally the most difficult to turn to the dark arts and are most faithful of all wands and usually remain strongly attached to their first owner. So I thought that was really cool for the unicorn core. But when we went to the Wizarding World, which I have, because I see Ashley's getting hers out, so hold on.
I have both of mine.
Well, I only have one. So I picked out this one, which is ebony and unicorn hair. And I was like, I like this one a little bit better as far as the description. So an ebony wand responds best to one who marches to the beat of their own drum and is unafraid to stand fast for their beliefs. And then when paired with a unicorn core, an ebony wand is likely to produce consistently reliable magic, particularly when used in combat and transfiguration. And I was like, ooh, combat. I like that. So I prefer this one that I actually got. So
nice.
Yeah. Wonder if descriptions of Wizarding World.
Does yours not have it in the box?
No, it does. I'm wondering if
okay.
I'm wondering if my Lark one, complete guide to Harry Potter Universal Wands. My Lark one. So I am a Lark unicorn hair. So I'm Lark unicorn hair, 10 and a fourth inches long and surprisingly swishy flexibility. I don't know what that means. So you guys already read it. So apparently, I mean, I guess what is it? It's trickier to handle, but apparently it's going to be very loyal and I cannot turn to the dark side because I have unicorn. But I was wondering if Harry Potter. No, I don't want to check out your prices. I was already there. No, thank you. I wonder if Harry Potter had the Lark, like someone put up the descriptions of the Lark on from the box. I didn't get a description. So this one is the first wand I got. This is supposed to be my Lark from like 5 years ago. They were very boring. All of the wands pretty much looked like this. It was very boring.
Okay.
I didn't like the look of the Lark while we were at Ollivander's, or I would have gotten it. Here we go. Actually, because my birthday is May 12th, I should have a willow if you go by like birthdays. All that. Do they have the descriptions? I don't think they have the descriptions. Dang. Okay, never mind. So technically, like by Pottermore, I am a Lark with a unicorn hair. So apparently I am very secretly talented with no chance of going to the dark side. So that's awesome.
Good for you.
But I know. I'm like, dang. But I got this one while we were there because it's just so pretty.
That's really
Mhm.
cool.
So
Mhm.
pretty. This is an aspen with unicorn hair, and the description is unicorn hair does not make the most powerful wand, but a wand's wood may compensate for any weakness in the
Mhm.
unicorn hair. In this case, as aspen is a particularly resilient wood and difficult to bend. It is also known for its stellar charm work, making it a perfect wood for the wand of a gifted duelist. Wands
Okay.
crafted of aspen wood are essentially good match for strong-minded masters. Adding a core of unicorn hair should result in consistent magic, accommodating for the slightest bit of recklessness sometimes associated with a headstrong caster. I read that. I'm like, oh gosh, that's me.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like, part of me wonders if I would actually like get an aspen. Like if
Mhm.
I would have if the Wizarding World was real.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling I would still have a unicorn hair. I just don't know if it would be lark or aspen. I think
Yeah.
it would just kind of depend.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do the quiz. I wish we could do the quizzes over again on the wands, because I'm wondering, like, so many years now later, if it would be different
would
because I've
change.
changed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I don't know. Okay, going back. Now to the thing that Dan. Oh, Dan, you erased it.
I
Dan got
erased
rid of
it.
it.
I,
Dan
I'll
was
tell
like,
you what
forget
it
this,
is. but-
Patronus. This is not mine.
Ew.
So we're going to Patronus's, and Dan has a beef with the Wizarding World.
So angry. I'm so angry at this website.
What was your Pottermore / Wizarding World?
See,
Patronus?
I want to make a disclaimer. I didn't ask for this. I literally logged on, created the profile,
Mm-hmm.
took the quiz to make my wand, and then they assigned me the Patronus. I didn't ask for this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I want everyone to be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
Yes.
And I said it as soon as we logged off in the last one. I got a Manx cat.
And who else has that, Patronus?
Who else has that, everyone? Who else has that? I'm not going to say it. You say it. I'm not going to. Don't make me say it.
It's
Umbridge.
our favorite professor, Umbridge.
I don't know what I did, but no, I refuse. I will
my
not. I refuse to
gosh.
accept that. 100% reject that. So
Mhm.
thanks to my schoolmate, Ashley, I was able to find another quiz to retake it, and I got a slightly better one. Still a
Mhm.
cat,
Yep.
but it's McGonagall's cat, not
Mhm.
Umbridge's.
Yes.
So I'll take that.
Can I read the description?
Feel free. That's fine.
You're a brilliant person with a sarcastic flair,
Mhm.
and you enjoy a quiet life. You believe in equality and discourage special treatment, which makes you morally good and trustworthy. The Patronus takes form of a cat, the same as McGonagall. Now,
Mhm.
please, I love this because your
Mhm.
original one was Umbridge.
Yeah.
Please continue to annoy the hell out of Umbridge. It's such an enjoyable experience.
It is. It really
is.
is. It really is.
Yep. Accurate. Mhm.
I must have joined this when Umbridge still had some influence. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Garbage.
Sammy, what's yours?
So mine, according to Wizarding World, is a Siberian cat. And they gave 0 description for the Siberian cat on the website. So that's all I got for you. It's a Siberian cat.
There's a what does your Patronus say about you
It's
part on the website?
Yeah, but it has nothing about a Siberian cat. It talks about other foxes and the dolphin and whatever.
Oh, because it's not on the top list.
Nope. So thanks, Wizarding World, for nothing. But it's a
Mhm.
cat. A
I'm
Siberian cat.
sorry.
It's fine.
I actually did something kind of cool. I made my profile actually while we were filming the last episode. I made my profile picture and I put a black cat behind me. So
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got
Yeah.
bright green eyes.
I can't remember.
So
I did the same thing. I have a
Yeah.
little cat
Nice.
on mine too. Yeah.
thought
I
did. What does mine look like? I'm not in my profile right now. I'm in the description of my Patronus.
Mhm.
So apparently I'm very basic, and
Very
mine
basic.
mine is a dolphin. Which I thought was not like when I took it in Pottermore, I'm like, oh, I'm a dolphin. That's unique. And then I come back in the Wizarding World, they're like, oh no, this is like the top 10. Like this is the top
Just
one
kidding.
most popular.
Mhm.
Just
And I'm like,
kidding.
dang it.
Mhm.
So they do give a description for me for my dolphin. It's a good thing that dolphins are the most common Patronus form because they're friendly and sociable mammals. They live in pods, communicate in squeaks, whistles, and clicks, and are incredibly playful creatures. If you have a dolphin as a Patronus, perhaps it matches your own extroverted personality. If it doesn't sound like you, maybe deep down you're more outgoing than you thought. I'm a pretty friendly, outgoing person.
Mhm.
You are.
Why is dolphin most popular though?
I have no clue.
I don't feel like this describes most people, but okay.
I don't know.
Mm.
I really don't.
Interesting.
I honestly wish I was like I really thought with all the unicorn hair with my stuff, I was a unicorn.
That'd be a fun
Very
Patronus.
sad.
Robbie
I
got
said
a husky.
unicorn or a fox, maybe.
A fox. I would have liked a fox too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Robbie got a husky and I was mad. I was like, I want a husky.
Hmm.
That's not fair.
That's fine.
Ooh, a snowy owl would have been cool. It reflects protectiveness and fearless personality. No
Mm.
doubt Hedwig would have been a Gryffindor.
No, Hedwig.
I mean, she technically was a Gryffindor.
I mean, really, she got like
Rest-
grandfathered in.
Rest in peace.
Mhm.
I don't want to talk about that yet. We have a
Oh,
long ways to go
goodness.
before we have to discuss that.
Lord, that book, I'm gonna cry on the there's
I
too
was-
many.
I was
Too many
listening
deaths
to
in
it.
that book.
Oh my gosh. And I was doing the audiobook. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? This is awful.
I don't know.
I forget which book that was.
Last one.
What was the last one? Okay.
Very beginning. Like
I remember-
the very
yeah.
first thing that happens is Hedwig dying, and you're like,
Okay.
what?
Well, I was a little too focused on Mr. Davi's death, so
I don't want to talk about that either.
yeah.
Let's
I
just
think
not talk
that's
about the last
later.
one.
And it's later, but it's the one that I remembered the most.
But it's very
Wow.
traumatic in that story.
Yeah, that one was
Listen,
hard.
all of them. Sirius, Dobby, Hedwig, Fred,
Mhm.
what am I missing?
Lupin.
Lupin, Tonks, Snape, even though I wasn't biggest fan, still
Yes.
all of it was just jarring.
Mhm.
Beyond jarring.
I completely forgot about Tonks. That's my crush.
Yeah. That
Ooh, she's a good one. I
We were taking the
Tonks.
quiz. I was like Bellatrix. No, Tonks. Tonks is that's who. It
I
was.
love Tonks.
I knew there was somebody else too.
There you
Yep.
go.
Tonks. She's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anywho.
What are
we'll
we
get
on
to it at some
now?
point. We're on favorite class. Okay, let's
Okay.
talk about classes.
I forgot where we were at.
Actually, let's go backwards. Let's do least favorite first. Let's start with the least. I should have flipped it. So Dan, you did this one. What's your least favorite
I didn't.
class?
I couldn't think of any that I would like find boring. I don't know all the classes. Like I have what?
There's-
I
like,
looked them up to double check.
There's Muggle Studies, which is a ghost just lecturing you for like an hour and a half.
No, that's History and
There's-
Magic. History and Magic is the
Sorry,
ghost.
History and Magic.
I don't know who
And
does Muggle
then
Studies.
there's Muggle Studies, and then
Mhm.
there's Arithmancy, which is all math. There's Runes, which is I don't know what that is. Divination, Care of Magical Creatures,
Charms,
Charms,
Transfiguration,
Transfiguration,
Potions.
Potion, Defense Against the Dark Art.
probably arithmancy because that's like that's the real world me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm
I
right there
can-
with you.
I can zone out during lectures, but at least my brain doesn't hurt.
Mhm.
I was debating between the ghost one, which apparently was History of Magic, but I would
Yes.
love History of Magic.
History is
I would
actually
learn
kinda
about History of
interesting,
Magic.
I picked
I
History
would-
of Magic because of the ghost, not because I
Okay.
wouldn't be interested. I would read it on my own time. I don't think
Mm.
I could sit and listen to Mr. Dead Bins just droning on for no reason.
Well,
Hey, listen, I
always
sat
think-
through Old Testament survey back in Southeastern, so there you go. You
I
never had
loved
that class.
her.
It was very knowledgeable, but very dry.
I don't like
She was,
tries.
who'd you have?
Jerry White.
Oh my gosh, she was like one of my favorite professors.
Ooh,
She was
She
good.
was
She was just-
animated.
Really?
In my class, she was very
Apparently
animated.
not in
See, I had her in the
Very
big chapel,
passionate.
though. I had her in the big chapel.
Oh, see, I had a small intimate class.
Okay.
So we got to like interact with her. I liked her better than Hewitt. Hewitt drove me crazy.
Well, he drives everybody crazy.
Yes, but everyone loved Hewitt's class.
Yeah, that's because he was a big heretic.
It's true.
He made everybody angry.
I just didn't listen to him.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways,
Sorry.
sorry. I keep talking like you and I were talking hometown, not him and I were talking college. I'm sorry.
right.
Distracted.
Well, okay, so I was debating between I was looking at those. The first one that came to my mind was Muggle studies. I'm like, I don't want to. Muggle studies is going to be boring. I
picked
literally
that
grew up
too.
in the Muggle world,
Right?
Mm.
Like,
But
I don't
then
need
when
to
I was
learn about
looking
it.
at the list,
Mhm.
I saw
See-
arithmetic. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
math. That's worse.
I like
knowing-
math.
Knowing me with the Muggle thing, like I like to learn about, like, were I a wizard, I would like to learn about other cultures or Muggles. But if I grew up in the Muggle world, I think, okay, how does the magic world view the world that I grew up in, and how can I
Did
compare?
think about
And,
that too.
like,
It
that's
might
how
be
I would. That's
interesting.
kind of how I would approach it.
Yeah.
I'd be bored.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be bored.
I'd probably still skip it though.
Oh goodness. Okay, now our favorite class. Dan, what would what do you think your favorite
That's
class?
so. That was
You
so hard to
changed it
pick.
because when I first got on here, it was two different things.
It
Now it's
was.
a
Oh, was
third.
it? I didn't
until I
even think
until I
about it.
realized
Three.
alchemy was a thing.
Why don't you just say all three?
All three. So
You can have more than one, yeah.
yeah, it's a tie. It's defensive against the dark arts, potions, and alchemy.
Okay.
So alchemy's probably first, and then maybe dark arts, then potions.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't really get into alchemy in the books.
No.
Mhm.
But it actually, like, so I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, the
Mhm.
game, and you get to explore the whole cast. Like, damn, Sammy, it is like I just get lost. Next thing
Yeah.
I know, it's 2 hours later. I'm like,
Nice.
I've been
Oh,
in
no.
Hogwarts. I'm like, oh
Mhm.
no, I should have been playing this long.
Mhm.
But there's an alchemy class. Like, you find all the different classrooms. You get to
Mhm.
interact with Binns,
Okay.
the
Mhm.
professor. Like, he's still there.
Nice.
Um,
Of course
Honestly.
he is. He didn't know he died,
Oh,
right? So
yeah.
he's still gonna hang out.
So it's the only professor that I knew when they were
Mhm.
doing the professors. I'm like, oh, I know you.
Mhm.
And Peeves is in it, but it's so cool. But yes, alchemy is a class that we just never get to, probably because
Mhm.
they can only do it 7th year, and well, we're not there 7th year
That makes
in the
sense.
books.
Nope. Mhm.
Okay, so I gotta ask, out of all the professors that they had for defense against the dark arts, which one would you want for all 7 years?
Ooh, good question.
So you got Quill.
I know my answer. I have an answer. I'm gonna let Dan go.
Professor
back.
Quill.
I have an answer.
You got Lupin. You
Mhm.
got who's 3rd year?
Oh, you forgot.
Oh no, I skipped 2nd year.
Yes.
Lockhart, Lupin. If you say Lockhart, I'm gonna smack you through the screen. Um,
I might get very
Lupin,
upset.
Mad
too.
Eye, Umbridge, which would be worse.
No, nobody wants her.
6th year was Snape.
Mhm.
Hmm. That's a good question. What was the guy who? Oh wait, no, it wasn't actually him. The guy with the eye.
Mad
fake
Eye.
eye?
Mad
Moody.
Eye.
Mad. I thought it was Moody. Mad Eye.
Yeah, Mad Eye Moody.
Mad Eye Moody.
Mad Eye Moody. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably him. Even though it
Yeah.
wasn't actually him, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Lupin was cool, but I mean, Moody is like, that's one of those
He's
classes where it's like, it's just so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You sure don't.
It's one of those
Mm-mm.
classes where it's like, whatever, every day it's like an adventure.
Mhm.
What's gonna
Yeah.
come out of your mouth today?
Right. Who are you going to make do
Interesting.
something? Who are you going to freak out? Like, I would
Mhm.
have so
Yeah.
much fun in that class.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Who would you pick?
Me?
Mhm.
I mean, Moody, like now I would say Moody, but as like a child in the classroom, he would scare the bejesus out of me.
Oh, he's a scary
So,
looking
So
dude.
I would probably say Lupin.
Mhm.
He's a gentle soul.
Yeah, I would probably say Lupin because Lockhart, I would just
Oh
want
my gosh.
smack.
No.
Quill's stutter would drive me crazy.
He's an idiot. No.
Who's the and Snape? No.
Snape would be my second choice. But
Not
Lupin
not
would be
in
my
defense.
first. Mm.
No, I don't want him in defense against the dark arts. Nope, I'm good. He can stay in potions.
Mm.
I like him for potions. I'd rather have him than Slughorn.
I feel that.
Slughorn is a favorite,
Fair.
his favorite guy. Like he has his favorites.
I
Snape
know.
is the kind of
Snape
guy that
hates
you like
everyone.
from a distance.
Mhm.
He's good in small doses, Snape.
Small
Yeah.
doses. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
he's just. I mean, you figure out in the 6th book, he's brilliant at potions because
Right.
he got the book or Harry
Yeah,
got
with
the
all
book
his
that was
notes.
his with all
Mhm.
his notes. So
Mhm.
it's like I would rather have Snape teaching me potions.
That's where
Yeah.
he should
That's
be. Sure.
yeah, that's his like area of expertise. That's his bread and
Yeah.
butter.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sammy, what's your favorite class?
So I forgot about alchemy too. And I probably would put that on my top list. Potions for sure would be on my
Mhm.
top list. And I feel like I'd probably like charms too, but probably potions would be my favorite
Mm.
if I had to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Mine. would be divination.
I could
Not
not
gonna
believe you
lie.
picked this. I was like, that came out of left field. I feel like I was
No,
like,
it really is.
Straight for the power, huh?
I have this weird fascination with the idea of like seeing into the future and tea leaves and tarot cards. I don't know what it is. I feel I feel like such a heretic against what I believe because I
You
know
are,
it's
but
not
it's okay.
real. I know it's
Mhm.
not real, but literally, well,
Debatable.
debatable. Yes, I know, but in what I believe, it's not right. Let me put it that way.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it's just because my superpower that I'd always want is reading minds. Like I just like that kind of knowledge where I think it would just be so much fun.
Mhm.
I feel that.
Okay, I mean, the book that I'm writing that I would actually want to be published, the main character girl is divination. She does like her expertise is tarot and crystals and that sort of stuff. I just find it fascinating. I don't believe in it, but I find it fascinating.
I'm definitely with you. Like I would love the idea of like actually communicating with other entities for like advice and like knowledge and stuff, or just to chat when you're bored.
Yeah,
when you're bored.
My
Like I only summon one demon. His name's Tim. Nice guy. Works at a movie theater.
That's so funny.
I wouldn't do the summoning part. That one I don't want. I just want to do like the predicting of the future sort of stuff. Like I think
the tea leaves and all that. That's cool.
The tea leaves and the cards. I have this weird fascination with tarot cards. Like I want a deck of tarot cards just to play with, not even for like real, just to like play with because I think they look so cool. I just the thoughts of it is just really cool. But I feel like a horrible person. No, let me rephrase that. I feel like a horrible Christian for even wanting them. I shouldn't, but I do. It's that little like religious guilt in me.
I mean, there's different uses for them. That's the thing. Like, there's people who are like straight up atheists who use them like for psychological perspective. It's one of those like, oh, this kind of gives me some insight into thinking of something that I've been thinking about, but maybe from a different angle, and kind of forces me to reflect on my own internal thing. Like, even though this guy, you know, this is like, okay, obviously I don't believe in spirits or God or anything like that, but this is a cool thing to kind of like help me think about something in a certain way. So that's another way people.
Okay.
Since you guys gave a couple, I would also love Care of Magical Creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be a fun class.
Because I love animals. I just wanna and I get to interact and like save animals in my game, and I'm like, oh, these are so cute.
That's so fun.
I love them.
That's fun.
So yeah, divination and Care of Magical Creatures. I mean, I think Transfiguration would be a lot of fun because I love McGonagall. She probably would be my favorite professor. That's what I should have done. Who's our favorite professor?
We all said McGonagall.
I mean, I love her.
Okay, I'm like, I feel like you would say Snape, Sammy.
There's a difference between me really liking the character and wanting to sit in class with him.
Okay, exactly.
Although I don't know, maybe if I was good at potions, he would be nice to me, and then I'd be like, okay, we're friends. I don't know. I'm not Slytherin though.
No, because Hermione is good at potions, and he's not nice to her at all.
She's a know-it-all. I wouldn't be like that though. I don't like to raise my hand all the time in class.
That's true.
Yeah,
that was another friend of ours.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I just would do well in the class, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I would love to sit through a McGonagall class, but Transfiguration's not really a subject that I'm keen on or like that I'm interested in as like just reading the books. But she'd be a fun professor.
Feel that.
Let's see here. Extracurricular activities. Because apparently they do have them.
Makes sense.
None that I'm aware of, but I mean, besides Quidditch.
They only really
they have Quidditch, they have choir. They have
there's Charms Club. I looked up this stuff, and dueling club.
So they have different like clubs. They just don't talk about them in the books. It's more of like what's been created outside of the books.
Yeah, because only Harry Potter goes to Quidditch, and then that's all he really cares about. So,
and then they have their little. Well, they have a dueling club in the second book. And then they have the Dumbledore's Army in the fifth.
Yeah.
I want to say there's something else that I can't remember. Hermione starts some clubs, but no one really joins them.
Spew.
Spew. There we go. if there were activities, what would you do,
can,
Dan?
yeah, you can say whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. That's a good question. The idea of actually a charms club seems kind of cool. But knowing me, like I probably would go with the choir just because like musician.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that in college and really enjoyed it too. So
And they had the
know.
frogs.
the frogs.
In
The
the
singing
third
frogs.
movie, they sing the singing frogs when
It's
they do
been-
double, double, toil and trouble.
Yes, yes.
And they
Okay,
had
yeah.
the frogs
Right.
Mhm.
who do the bass because it's all
Yeah.
a cappella.
Mhm.
Right. Forgot about
Mhm.
that.
That's fun.
And they actually do it at Universal Studios.
Yeah,
You
we
got
got to
Oh,
see it.
nice.
Mhm.
and I have
Okay.
pictures of it. It's really cool. It was
It
really
was fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Miss Sammy.
I didn't even remember what I put. Oh yeah. Okay. So something art related. I don't know what, but I can only imagine like what kind of art you could create with magic. So I'm like, I would love to
Yeah,
do
that'd be really
something.
cool.
Yeah. And I feel like I would do Charms Club, even though that's like basically going to like class twice. But I'm like, I'm a nerd. I would probably do something like that and enjoy myself after
Probably.
class. And plus, Flitwick, hello, Ravenclaw teaches it. So, you know,
It's
it's up my alley. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned art. Like, I don't know if I would do art specifically, but if there was something where you could like do like what we like magic and music somewhere, like kind of like
sure
what we
you
talked about with
could.
Doctor Strange, you know, where you actually create.
Mhm.
That's what I would do. That's what I would.
Nice.
Some kind of club where you can like actually make visuals with music.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do something like that.
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Yeah.
that'd be
magic.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably do choir because that's what I did in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I also did band in high school, but I quit. I just
Mm-hmm.
clarinet. But I would probably start a book club. Let's be
See that.
real.
Definitely.
I
do
would
that.
be living in that library.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's read this
Mhm.
today. There was one other thing I wish I didn't have a fear of heights.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, no, let me rephrase that. I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of falling. I
That's
can be
more
up high,
accurate,
and as
probably.
long as I'm secure, I don't have a fear. Like
I believe
planes,
that.
I do not have a fear of being that high up in a plane
Yeah, planes
because
don't
I am
bother me.
secure
Mhm.
in the plane.
That's true.
I have a fear of falling. So as soon as like, you know, when you descend in a plane, you sometimes they kind of do it like this dip because they're
Yep.
like slowing down.
Mhm.
Oh, that falling sensation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I freak out.
Uh-huh.
So if I didn't have a fear of falling, I would want to do Quidditch.
I agree, but I think I would just be like, oh, I'm gonna die. So nope.
Because I
Mhm.
would love to like fly a broom. I think it would be
That
so
would
cool.
be-
It gets
that would be
so
great.
high up, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah.
I don't know if I would want to be. I kind of feel like I'd want to be a beater.
Oh, that was you
Think
have that
that'd be-
question, I think, don't you?
Do I? Oh,
think
then
you
I'll
did.
wait. I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that. I did.
Hold
I
on.
put that on a. I put that
Okay,
on a
because I
question.
was like, I definitely thought about this question, so
Okay,
you must have written it down.
I'll keep going then.
We'll come back to
Um,
Quidditch.
we'll-
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yes.
Okay. Pet. What would you guys take as a pet to Hogwarts?
Dan and I are like kindred souls.
What did you guys put?
We
Oh,
both
he's had
put
the same.
the same
Oh.
exact thing, black cat.
black cat.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't think of anything because like dogs are way too high maintenance.
Oh, I don't
and-
feel like you can have a dog there.
No,
I don't think you
couldn't.
can.
Maybe anything besides that. Maybe like some sort of lizard and sort of gecko. Maybe I don't know.
That's
Well, their
different.
options, I mean, in the letter, the options is like a cat, a frog, or an owl.
Gotcha.
Your
Is it
first
for
year-
rats?
I'd probably go with
It's
cat.
just- Oh, and a rat.
Yeah, because
But it's your first year. Only as a first year, because then later on they bring puffskins and some other things.
other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely go with cat. Black cat.
Cat.
Mhm. And they're
See-
magical, right? Like, you
Mhm.
know, so I was like, that'd be pretty legit.
I would want an owl.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
I would want an owl. I love I mean the snowy owls are beautiful, but there's another owl, I forgot to look it up. That I've seen in like the movies and stuff, but
Mhm.
I would want an owl.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now if I could bring something else later on to like complement my owl, I'm not a cat person. I would want, I don't know. I would want, so there's these little, you couldn't have it at Hogwarts, but there's a magical creature and it's in Fantastic Beasts. It's called a moon calf. And it's the
Mhm.
cutest little thing. It's
Mhm.
big ol' eyes and this long little neck, but it's tiny.
Mhm.
It's so cute. I would want a moon calf.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And name it Luna.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Yep. Okay, so speaking of beasts, what is your favorite beast from just the universe? Like when you like that is my beast. I would own
Mhm.
that if I could control it.
Mm-hmm.
Dan.
Probably the only one I could come up with that would fits me the best would be dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Do you have a
dragons.
specific type of dragon from like the lore of Harry
Oh, yeah.
Potter? Like there's a Chinese fireball, Hungarian horntail, Norwegian ridgeback, something Welsh. I think it's Irish
Oh,
Welsh.
I can't remember.
Something Welsh. There's also a there's Iberian black.
I'm looking up. I gotta see like.
Okay, we'll let you look those up while me and Sammy talk about ours.
Okay, yeah, because I have mine. So mine, I love Nifflers because they are adorable and they steal shiny things, and I think that's like the cutest little thing and how they store it. And oh, it's so fun. I'd probably be mad all day at it stealing my stuff, but it looks so cute. So cute. And then I just love the Phoenix because of all the things it represents. It has the healing powers, the fact that it burns up and goes to its death and then is reborn from the ashes. They're just fascinating characters. And I just love them. Yeah. Creatures. That's what I meant. I told you I'm tired today. Creatures. But anyway, I just love the Phoenix, and you know, it's played such an important part in Harry Potter, and I just think they're beautiful. So those are my 2 picks.
Yeah. So there's this I don't know if it's anywhere else it's in Fantastic Beasts. I don't know if you guys remember this. It's a Graphorn. It's like this massive beast with like some sort of tentacles kind of thing going on. I get to tame one and it becomes like my pet and I ride it around the universe.
Oh, those are
but
very
they
large.
they're huge and majestic and kind of freaky looking, but I love them. They are amazing. I do love phoenixes and I also love unicorns. I just don't know why. It seems very girly, but unicorns have always fascinated me, probably because they're horses. So pretty much anything that looks like a horse I'm happy with. Lucy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's me. Did you look at the dragons?
I did. So they're all so good though. Probably yeah, exactly. I'm slightly torn between the Herbadine Black and the Hungarian Horntail.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Herbadine Black is really cool. Let me look at the Hungarian Horntail one time. That's whoops. They're both pretty metal.
We'll just say both then. You'd want one of each. They're probably the most aggressive ones too out of all of them.
It makes sense. They reflect my musical style.
That's pretty funny.
Yep. Okay. Last question before we get into the discussion questions. In the wizarding world, what would your future job be? Your ideal future job? Sammy, we'll start with you. Dan needs to think, I think.
I need to think about that one.
Okay, sure. So I figured maybe like a healer, like at St. Mungo's, doing something there because obviously I love healthcare stuff. Can't get rid of that, you know. Or potioneer work, or like working at an apothecary. I was like, I feel like I'd like that kind of stuff too. So something related to that. You know?
Yeah. I would want to be a professor at one of the schools. I mean, primarily Hogwarts. Hello. But I would like to be a professor. I'd like to be a divination professor. That's what I would like to be.
Take over Trelawney.
Yes, take over for Trelawney. Let her rest. Let her be, and take over for Trelawney. Or if I can't be a professor, say she's not ready yet, and I have to wait. I don't know if they have fortune tellers in the world, but I would be a fortune teller. I'd be a traveling fortune teller.
That's pretty cool.
See, I feel like I would have to end up inventing my own thing based on everything that I studied. because like in the real world, like I've always been fascinated with like the whole thing about like frequencies and vibrations and like how music and sound and can interact with the physical world, and like the science, both the science and like the metaphysical stuff behind it. So I would probably find some way of using alchemy and music to create some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of healing, some sort of something.
Do you be like some sort of like magical researcher?
Maybe a researcher.
Maybe the wrong word.
Researcher partially, but I wouldn't want to just research all the time. Like I would want to be somebody who actually puts it into practice.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what that would
What's the
look
word
like.
for it? I know what you're talking about. Like I can see you doing it. I'm just trying to find the right word for it. I don't know if there is a word for it.
I don't know if there is. I don't know if there's.
You could create your own institute.
Maybe.
Because then as you figure out the music, then you could put on concerts of whatever you create.
Exactly. And like things that would like have certain effects on the brain and the body, make you like feel like you're experiencing certain sensations. Kind of like ASMR, kind of like ASMR, but like on a much bigger level and with music specifically.
Very cool.
I told you guys that I've been listening to ASMR, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it has helped me so much go to sleep so much quicker.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. Our wizarding lives would be amazing.
They would.
Okay. Random questions to debate between the three of us. Or people we know. Like if we don't think any of us would do it, if there's someone we know and are okay saying their names.
Okay.
So, but this one needs to be one of us three. If us three put our names into the Tri-Wizard tournament, who do you think would be chosen?
Dan.
Yep, that's my thought.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not doing it. There's no way.
Wait, Sammy's not even going to put her name in.
Listen, Ravenclaw, brains. I'm not doing that. No. Especially
I
now.
put it in-
Now
So
we
you're
know
just gonna
what they
throw me
do.
to the wolves then, huh?
You'd survive. It's fine.
I mean, I'd survive, but I'd get pretty banged up probably.
Well, Harry Potter made it through.
Yeah, Potter made it through even though he was. And this is 7th year. We're 7th year. We've been through all of our magical training.
True.
Tri-Wizard tournament.
We'll help you. We'll help you with
I
the
would
puzzles
still
and
put my
stuff.
name in. I would still put my name in, but I don't know if I'd be chosen. Between the two of us.
The more thought that I'm giving, the more you're probably right. It probably would be me.
Yeah.
Probably would be me. I mean,
We'd
I'm
help
all,
you. We'd
yeah.
be your Hermione and Ron.
Yes.
Not that, I need all the help I can get.
You're definitely
let's
the
do
Ron.
Hermione Neville.
I was
Let
going to say,
Hermione
then you're the
Neville.
Ron, because I am certainly not the Ron.
I thought about it. I'm like, Ron didn't help at all. We're Hermione and Neville for you.
There you go. There you go. Well, I appreciate it. It's like you got to have people to back you up.
Yeah.
I keep having this vision of like having to find a way to do the whole underwater thing that Harry did, and just the idea of being underwater. I mean, I love the water, I love the ocean and everything, but like figuring out a way to make it for that long. That's like a whole other, like slaying the dragon scares me less than that.
Here we know the bubblehead charm, and that's what all of them use.
Right.
From like that's what they use.
Well,
so
he
we
used
would
the
know
gillyweed,
these spells.
so we would be able to help.
We would, but let's be real. Neville stole that from Snape, and who really wants to get on Snape's bad side?
I'll convince him to give it to me, and then I'll pass it on.
That's why
I'll be
you're
doing
already
so
kind
good
of
at
on.
potions.
Yeah, you're on decent terms with him anyway.
See, there we go.
It's not like he likes you specifically. It's more of just like he'll just sort of like he'll take your paper, not really look and be exceptional, and just move on.
That's literally Snape right there.
And I would be on good terms with Hagrid because I love magical creatures. So he would tell me what's happening with the dragons.
Exactly. Yeah.
The last one we wouldn't know because
Well,
stupid maze.
it is. Yeah. So.
And thankfully Moody's no longer around for bad Moody. Bad Moody.
Right, yeah.
Not real Moody.
Not real Moody. Okay. So Dan, we are gonna help you win the Tri-Wizard tournament.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay, so out of the three of us, technically though, okay, Sammy and I would be getting there at the same time. You would be there a year earlier than us, wouldn't you? Because you graduated in 05?
That is very true, yes.
Okay, so Dan is actually a year ahead of us.
Okay.
So we'd be 6 years. So technically, Dan would get chosen because he'd be the only one available to do it.
That's fair. Okay.
If you and I put in our names, it would be me.
I wouldn't want to be chosen. I wouldn't put in my name.
Exactly.
So yes, it's you. There you go.
Mhm.
Okay, so who
Did you put your
think
name in the goblet of
is my-
fire?
Stop. Oh my God. When we get to that, I have so many
We have
words.
so many debates.
I have
about
so
that
much to
one.
say about that.
Who do you think would find the Marauders map and use it well?
Okay, what do you mean by use it well? I have questions.
Like actually, use it to mischief.
oh,
use-
Dan.
Y'all just throw me under the bus.
I'm
today.
so sorry, but you were my
I mean,
first
you're right,
thought.
but yes.
My first thought was if she means to get into trouble, then yes, it's you. Mhm.
I would use it to get the one up on everybody.
Yeah. Okay. see?
Everybody. Like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I just be taking mental notes everywhere. I mean, and I kind of do anyway. And like if I'm ever in a public place or something and I just listen to people's conversations, people don't know. I am the eyes and ears of everything. People don't know how much I hear and see.
You would be invincible with that map then.
Probably.
Mhm.
See, I never post anything on social media, but I'm always on social media. I see your conversations. I see the stuff some of you like on Twitter.
Mhm. Yeah. See, there you go.
I'm
okay,
everywhere.
I'll agree with that, Dan.
Okay.
Who would need the remember all the most?
That would be
We know.
you.
We already knew. I mean, you didn't even need to ask us.
I
We all
knew
know
as
it's
I
you.
was writing it. I'm like, who would need this is gonna be me.
It's
Didn't
Ashley.
even finish the sentence.
It's Ashley. Most definitely. Even based on our conversation yesterday. We're not recording
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah.
And I was like, what? I distinctly remember putting the date in my text. Hold on.
Mhm.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
I remembered that.
Oh, yeah.
I just kind of glanced at the text and saw June 3rd and just kind of, we're not doing anything till June 3rd. Got it.
No.
We'll be fine.
No.
My bad. Yeah, I do. I need to remember all.
Mm-hmm.
Who would get a holler first and why? Or maybe rephrase that. Let's rephrase this.
Okay.
Why would each of us would more than likely during our 7 years, we're all going to get a howler at some point.
Okay.
Why would we be getting the howler?
Mm.
Probably because I spent too much money on the wrong thing. That'd be me. Because I actually did get trouble in college for that. So
Oh boy.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh boy.
That's a good question.
I would probably get a howler because I was sneaking into the restricted section
Of the library.
of the library.
That's a good one.
wait, the howler's
It's
just
books.
is that something you get from like everyone, or is that something just you get from like your home, like your
No, that's from like your parents. Your
From your
parents
parents.
sent it you and they're sending
That's
you
what
a
I thought.
howler.
yeah? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I can see it. I would get old enough where I'd get risky enough to try to get into the restricted section to find a book.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it.
I mean, I feel like I probably would get angry enough one day that I would transfigure somebody or do some sort of a hex on someone I shouldn't have and then get in trouble for that.
I can see you hexing someone.
Yeah, that really ticked me off. I feel like that would be my downfall right there.
Like it would be like some Slytherin or some Gryffindor that just
It doesn't matter what house you're in. If you get on my nerves, done.
Yeah. Sammy's not biased against houses. It's
I am
she's
not. If you're
equal
annoying, you're
opportunity
annoying.
hater.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Watch it be some Hufflepuff that was just trying to be nice to you, but they were just doing too much.
They're
and
too
you're
nice.
Like, I'm
I
done.
can't do it. You're just talking too much. You're being too friendly. Get on my face.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Oddly enough, your husband is a Hufflepuff.
Actually, we redid it because when I was reading it, I was
Oh.
like, he's not a Hufflepuff. He's definitely a Slytherin. I really,
Is
at
he?
his heart, yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So is mine. Mine is definitely a Slytherin. Oh,
yeah,
dear
he's
Lord.
100% a Slytherin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. If we all played Quidditch, which position would each of us play? I could see Sammy being a beater.
I was gonna say beater. You knew my heart. I was like, what other position would I be in with a beater?
So part of me thinks I would be a beater too, because you and I can read each other's minds and we could coordinate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But I also think that I could be a keeper because in softball I had really quick reflexes when it came to like grabbing the ball.
Okay.
So I feel like I could do either or.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'd be fun to be a beater with you.
Yeah, I would definitely be a beater.
Beater's like the goalie, right? Or is that
No,
No, that's
beaters
the
are Fred
keeper.
and George
Yeah, with the
with
bludger.
the bats, and they like
Yeah.
hit the balls.
And try and
Remember in
other-
the second movie, there's a bludger that goes after Harry.
Okay, yeah.
try and
yeah.
take him off his broom.
Yeah, those are what the beaters like hit and trying to like hit other people off their brooms.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably have too much fun with that one.
Yeah, I think all of us could be.
That'd be a great time.
None of us are seeker material.
Nah.
No, thank you.
No, I don't need all that.
Too much pressure.
It
Right?
is.
Lord.
I'm trying to find that stupid little snitch. No.
No, thank you. I am not observant enough. Okay, hold on. Dan might be a good seeker.
I was just thinking about that. I'm
Have to
actually,
be observant.
yeah, no,
true.
I've been known to see things that other people don't.
Then you might be an
Yeah.
excellent seeker then.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably would be a pretty good seeker.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got our 2 beaters and a seeker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I enjoy just
That's
flying
my team.
around too, so.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do most of the Quidditch game while you're hanging out waiting on the snitch.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Holly played soccer, so she could be our keeper.
The keeper.
I think she
Okay.
was goalie.
Mm.
But now we just need our 3. I don't even know what they're called. The guys who handle the quaffle. Keeper, seeker, beater. Shoot! Hold on. I can't. Quidditch. Positions.
Okay. 3 chasers, 2
Chaser.
beaters, 1 keeper, 1 seeker.
We need our 3 chasers. I don't know who they'd be, but yeah. People actually do this. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's an intramural sport at colleges.
It's like a thing now. Mm-hmm.
Great. I love it.
That doesn't
Okay.
surprise me in the least.
Nope, not at all. Okay, guys, last question.
Yes.
This is a very, very important question.
Mhm.
What
I
do you
saw
think
this.
you
It's going to
would
make me
see?
sad.
I know. I was like, let's do the most
This
depressing.
is like an angsty question.
The most depressing question in the entire world for the last one. Good job.
Angsty emo
Shit,
question.
do you want me to remove it? We can end now.
No, you can go with it.
Fine.
We're already
I just
here. Might
made.
as well
I
go
thought
with
the
it,
same
but-
thing that Dan did. I was like, oop.
I
Okay.
was trying to think of things that like
Yeah, I gotta get my,
Harriet
like,
did in
emo hair going.
school. Why is this an
There you
emo
go.
question?
There you go.
It's the longing for, it's wanting something you don't have.
There you go. You need some
What do you
eyeliner. Do you have your
think-
eyeliner on?
Not everything is an emo answer. Ron's was not an emo answer.
Okay, well, mine would be.
Mine is gonna
Of
be
course
email.
yours.
Mine's gonna be sad. I'm sorry.
What do you think you would see in the Mirror of Ezra if you found it during school? Dan, what would it be? Just get it out of the way.
Well, no, you go first. I'm still trying to
God,
get my hair in
he
the
can't get
right
his
place.
hair right.
You mean like this?
I did it in high school.
Like this?
You know,
The
they're
emo.
makeup.
The emo.
'Cause it's like
and
I've
the
trained it to be a
vampire.
certain way for so long. I can't like. It just naturally part. Here we go.
There you go. That looks better.
There you
little
go.
more- A little more gothic. There we go.
That's so much
Okay.
better. That fits. Yeah.
Mr. Dan Goth, what would you see?
I just like want my community to be like together and just like have everyone, all my friends, just in the same place, and like just like find someone special who like gets me.
I want to
I'm
not
hiding
laugh, but
behind
I
my
can't
angst, but this is
help
100% true.
it. I know.
It's so bad. Okay.
I know. Oh,
But no, for real, like I
Yeah.
think about that kind of stuff, you know, like
Mhm.
all of the communities I've been a part of from like childhood up until college to like the best parts of each of those, you know, just sort of like that, or like, you know, you're in that place where you're in that sort of in between state where you're going from one community to another, figuring out like, okay, you'll show me what the next one is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Mhm.
I can resonate with that. All
Mhm.
my communities are in different states.
Same.
So I get that.
Yeah.
Sammy?
So I would just sit in front of the mirror and just wish that I could actually touch my dad. So that would be my whole thing. So
Yeah.
that's you. Okay.
Sorry, it's my phone. Sorry, my
like-
phone went off.
I
Yeah.
was like, is it me? But yeah, that would be my thing. And I would probably have to have Dumbledore or somebody come and be like, okay, you gotta stop. I'm gonna hide the mirror, just like Harry Potter. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, mine would be my grandparents on my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I would see them,
Mm-hmm.
especially my grandpa. Especially
Yeah.
my grandpa.
Feel that.
And I wouldn't be surprised if like the friend thing too,
Mhm.
of like seeing
Yeah.
maybe seeing everyone that we've lost, like Josh,
Mhm.
and seeing our group together, and grandparents, and there's a couple
Mhm.
people we lost here, and yeah, I know it's I didn't think about this being so sad when I
I
wrote
told
it.
you. That's the whole
Last
point. The whole point of the
question.
mirror is it's angsty, so you're wanting what you don't have.
Well, to be fair, she's right. Ron was like on Quidditch captain and
Yeah.
That's
whatever
true.
nonsense. And Dumbledore
And
saw a nice pair of
socks.
socks.
I don't believe him.
He lied. We know.
I don't
Lied.
believe he saw socks. I
We
believe
all
he saw his
know.
sister. Let's be real.
Did.
He saw his sister.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Yeah. Okay, we need to end on a
No,
better
I
question.
will say this. I will say this, and this will make you feel better. And I've said this prior, like long before Harry Potter. I said this. I know what my memory would be to make my Patronus appear. And that would be
Let's end with that. Let's end with that.
Ooh.
There we go.
Okay.
Mine is spring break of 2009, where we all went to Disney World. That whole week. That whole week. Because for the first part of the week, it was just me and Rob, and we would pig out on like leftover Valentine's candy and watch horror movies. And the whole campus was deserted except for like super rich people who were doing the forum thing.
Mhm.
But it was like me and just Rob, and then maybe a couple other people joined us, and we'd borrow movies, like horror movies from the library. We watch them, and then we go to Publix and we'd eat, because we were college kids, so that's all we could afford. And then, we met up with you guys later at Disney, and like I was filming the whole thing that entire week. That is my go-to when I want to like create my Patronus.
Oh,
I love it.
I love it.
This is
I
a
never
hard
thought of
question.
this.
Yeah.
It's a really great question. What would be my memory?
Oh my god, this is such a hard question.
Okay. Honestly, because every time I'm there, every time I see it, I cry, even as a grown adult, even though I've seen it 50 plus times, is just the memory of coming around the circle and standing at the front of Main Street, you would say, in the castle. That would probably be my memory. Because I don't have a lot of memories where I just think about it and cry, and it still happened to this day. Like I cried a little bit when I saw Magic Kingdoms, when I saw the castle with Brett this past time. That would, because Disney is so connected to like Samantha and I's friendship, and now Dan, you being a part of the podcast, and my grandma, not my mom's mom, my dad's mom. And my family and everything, like every vacation has been Disney. So it's like that memory of just walking around and seeing the castle would be my Patronus.
Love
That's
that.
why I'm having such a
beautiful.
hard time, because I feel like there's so many Disney things.
Yeah. It's almost one of those you can't really think about. You have to feel it. Like you have to feel like what, where's your heart go?
Honestly, the first thing that popped in my head was the castle.
Of course.
The same thing.
Of
Like
course.
literally, that was the first thing. I'm like, I'm happiest, like just a Disney, and there's like you said, it's so many things tied into it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. That question. Why didn't I think of that question?
Because you wanted to make us all
need
sad
to
at
be
the
Dobby.
end.
I need to
Yeah,
be
you want to
Dobby.
get angsty.
We're sorry.
Beat yourself.
Beat myself up like Dobby. I gotta
Yeah.
iron my hands. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I love this. Anything else that you guys think of that, like, for the Wizarding World that I missed that we could do or talk about that we could do? Can't think of anything. Oh, the Shrieking Shack. If you didn't know the real purpose of the Shrieking Shack, would you go to it?
Which one was that?
The Shrieking Shack was
it's in
Hogsmeade,
yeah.
and technically it's where Lupin and them would go wolf out and become an animagus. That's the next question. Sorry, I thought of another question.
Ooh, see, this is great. Okay. But it's like everyone said it was like haunted and it was creepy and
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
hmm
I would
Yeah.
not. I'd not go near it.
I would
would.
go.
I would.
Mm-mm.
I would definitely go.
I'd
I'd
be
be
standing
afraid, but I
there
would go.
watching you two walk up to it, been like, nope, have a good. It's nice knowing you.
Right.
I would do it.
Okay, if you could be an animagus, what creature do you think you would be? Apparently, I learned a little bit more about animaguses in my video game.
Mhm.
It doesn't. You don't get to choose your animal. You do the spell, and your spell like creates whatever animagus you are, and that's your animagus.
Okay, so that's the
Okay.
one. That's like it's like shape shifting, but it changed you specifically to an animal.
Yes, it's shape shifting into an animal. It's not like the werewolf where you have a curse.
Right.
So what do you think you would change into if you were to become an animagus?
Ooh, that's a good one. Does it have to be from the world, or can it just be?
No,
anything?
it can be anything. I mean, for crying out loud, Sirius was a dog.
Right.
James was a stag.
Oh man.
What's his face was a rat.
Right. Oh no. I want to say werewolf, but I don't like the werewolves in Harry Potter. I prefer like the more beastly ones.
Maybe you
Well,
would
you could just be a wolf.
No, I think werewolf is a totally different thing. You probably would, if you're thinking wolf, maybe just a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you can be a wolf.
Can you be a hybrid of something? Or does it have to be
I mean,
like a
it's
pure blood
Wizarding
animal?
World. I think you can be whatever you want.
Mhm.
I know what I would want to be. I don't know what I would be. That's the thing. What I would
Okay,
want
what
to
would
be.
you want to be?
What I would want to be is a hybrid of a wolf and a guy and a bat. So like,
A wolf, a guy, and a bat.
so you know the Chernabog from the end of Fantasia, the big demon
Oh,
guy?
yeah, him.
Imagine that only with the head of a wolf.
Oh goodness.
That's what I would be.
Oh my! That's
And not
very
like huge.
mythology.
I'd be like maybe 8 to 10 feet tall. I wouldn't be like a giant or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of matches. I
Mhm.
can see that. Sammy?
I mean, I feel like I would want to just be like a tiger, something like big and scary, and I could climb things. And I just love tigers. But I don't know what I would like be,
Yeah. So I think I would probably be some sort of like dog
Mm-hmm.
because I'm friendly,
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
and loyal.
Mhm.
But I would like to be a horse.
I could see a horse.
I can see myself also being a horse because
Mhm.
I really just want to run free.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm about to say is nothing against my parents, and if they ever hear this, I hope they don't take this offensively, but I was very caged.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very caged as a child when it came to like going out into the world.
Mhm.
I was very sheltered. And a horse, I think that's why I liked horses so much growing up, is because they just could run free.
Mm-hmm.
They were my favorite because they could just
Love that.
go.
Mm-hmm.
And really, yeah, I think I would be a horse. I think if I did it, it would make me a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe if they thinking about it now, like if they chose something for me, I'd probably be closer to like a raven or a crow. That I wouldn't choose, but they would choose for me because like they can be both social and isolated at the same time and kind of weave in and out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And
Yeah.
they're I mean, a little mysterious, a little misunderstood, but they're genuinely good people. But you don't mess with them.
Yeah.
That's
like it.
true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Plus,
it.
I love The Crow, like the movie. So
Okay.
my goth side coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that at Aubrey's.
Long time ago.
I think it was the night before prom
That may have been. I don't even remember for sure.
because we had a
but-
sleepover the night before prom
Yeah.
at Heather's, and I'm pretty sure we didn't watch it at Aubrey's. We watched it at Heather's.
But at
but
Heather's.
Aubrey had us
Mhm.
watch
Mhm.
it, and then the next day we went home and got ready for prom and all the things.
Mhm.
Oh
Mother
gosh,
is the name
memories.
for God on the lips and hearts of children everywhere.
Yeah, I don't remember it enough to know that line.
I love
I've seen it
that.
a few times.
Once when I was 18. That was it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it since.
Actually,
Can't
no, I
wait
don't
all
even
the
think I was
time.
18 yet. When was our prom? Was it April?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 17
I
at
believe
my
it was
senior
April.
prom. I
Mhm.
was so young.
We were all
Alright.
young once.
True. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is totally side note, but I was doing a game night with my friends last night with with my friend, and then her husband brought his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the person who starts the game was supposed to be the oldest of the oldest at the table. And I thought his friend was the older than me, and I looked at him like, you're older than me, aren't you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, how old are you? He's like 33. I'm like,
ooh.
Not so much.
No, not so much. He's like, well,
Oh,
how
boy.
old are you? He's like, you're not older. You're not much older than me, are you? I'm like, I'm 35. I just turned 35 last week, and all of them are like, oh, you are the oldest, because everyone was at least 2 or 3 years younger than me.
Nice.
I'm like, where's Brett when I need him? Because he's older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the elder of the group.
I was
Now
the
you
elder
are.
of the group last night. I'm like, this is not right. Because normally I'm the baby of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even with our friend group in high school, I was the baby of the group.
Yeah.
With our group in college, actually, Holly is the baby of our friend group in college because she's
Yeah.
a month younger. Oh, June 25th. Oh, dear Lord. I cannot forget her birthday again this year. I forgot last year.
Oops.
Ouch.
Granted, I was going on my very first date with Brett, and it just didn't cross my mind.
Valid.
Yeah. So when I texted her that next day, I'm like, I'm so sorry she's late. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was on my first date with Brett. She's like, oh, it's fine. You finally found somebody. That's the best birthday present ever. I'm
Aw.
like, okay, Holly.
That's nice.
Well, that was like her goal. Her goal while I was in Nebraska was to find a husband for me. And I'm like, would you stop? And then
That
COVID
almost-
happened. So we didn't have to do anything.
That
but-
feels like simultaneously an insult and a compliment. Like, I'm so happy you finally found somebody.
Good job,
I know
Ashley.
she said finally, but her and Ralph have been trying to set me up with someone for years.
Fair enough.
Mm,
Specifically Holly.
mhm.
Makes sense. Yeah. There you go. So y'all can, double. Yeah.
We can't double. They're not here.
Bit
No,
far
but I mean, when
away.
you get together, there's something about like two couples who are friends. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we doubled. It was a weird doubling. We really didn't double the normal double.
Mhm.
Most of the time, like he was walking with Robbie and I was walking with you.
That's really what happened. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that was a successful list.
Yeah.
We
That
are,
was a good one. Very good one.
yeah, I like doing that. We should do that with Disney.
We
in
should
some
do
way,
stuff like
shape, or
this more.
form.
It's fun.
So it's
Mhm.
more
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
fun.
like it.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, Pixie Dusters, thank you for joining.
Mhm.
Probably not on TikTok, but definitely, hopefully, if I remember on Instagram, we'll put some stories up for you to like tell us your stuff, what
Oh,
house
yeah.
you're in, and all that sort of stuff. So,
Yeah.
come check it out so you can join us in our wizarding world next week. Yes, next week we are diving in. We are
We're
doing
doing it.
1/movie 1.
Y'all are going to be the ones covering the book. I don't have time to read all that.
That's
So,
okay. I've
That's
already read
mostly
it.
Ashley's
I already have
job.
all the notes. I gotta.
That's good.
I need to finish the second book. My stinging boyfriend brought video game stuff over to me, and that's all I've been doing.
Mhm.
I need to read, so I
Mhm.
need to finish the second book today because I'm not that far away.
Mhm.
And I will put up the show notes. But we are diving into the books and the movies for the next 8 weeks because there's 8 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
I'm so excited for it. So come back and check it out. We love you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Twins podcast featuring Dan. The show is written and produced by Ashley and Sammy, except for those manifestos, which are all written by Dan himself. Intro and audio editing by Sammy, logo created by Ashley. This show is produced as part of the Limitless Broadcasting Network. Make sure you check out all of our other shows and have a magical day.